Ambassador Deni Hines.
My speech now?
Your speech.
Okay, let's do this.
Right. I just want to say that I love my husband, but he didn't do any of the research. Okay. Before I begin, I would like to thank and pay my respects to the original owners of this land and the area which is known as the Wiradjuri Tribal Area, the land of three rivers. My mother arrived in this distant land called Australia, Sydney to be exact, back in 1970. She was 17 and she thought she was only going to be here for 6 months, but little did she know she was pregnant. Australia has been good to her and just as good to me. So, here I am in Cowra, New South Wales, in the year of 45 years later, and it's Australia Day. To me, Australia is one of the best countries on the earth to live on. To bring up a family and to grow old in a safe and secure location such as this is a blessing. We only have to look at the evening news or pick up a phone or a laptop to know how lucky we are. So check this story out. Now let me take you on a journey. This is the history that they didn't know about. Let me take you on a journey, if you will. Let's go back to 1820, where Mr. John Ford and 3 mates travelled from Yass with 1,000 head of cattle to head to Cowra, looking for land to graze upon. After some time, John and his travelling companion set up camp on the south side of the Lachlan River, and traffic started to pick up as word started to spread on their telephone bush. On the bush telephone, that everything was going off in Cowra. So Ford opened up another site on the northern side of the river and then decided to buy some land from the New South Wales government, and they said yes. He built a bridge. Now, Mr. Ford was one go-getter. By 1901, Cowra had the first telephone exchange, 1 bridge, 1 bank, 1 church, and was fast becoming a serious border district. Cowra was kicking butts and taking names, so to speak. While putting my speech together, I found some very interesting facts about this town. The forefathers of this town were big players in the Federation of Australia, and I quote, "Cowra played a very important role in the Federation of Australia. A motion was passed that all future Federation delegates should be elected by the people instead of the representatives of the various governments. It was suggested that the Constitution be drawn up and presented to the people for approval." Excuse me. I guess you could say that we owe those guys and ladies a big thank you for their conscious vote. Now, flash forward to today. So here we are on Australia Day, January 26, 2016, many moons later. Look at how much has changed in this river oasis. Your Japanese gardens are stunning. We were there last night. Your scenery is breathtaking, and so are your wineries. I got some stats too. So there's 86.8% of the people who live in Cowra are Australian born. So the remaining percent are a mix up of Kiwis, Scottish, South African, Irish, Croatian, Sudanese, Italian, Filipino, America. That's not a bad mix up for a town of 9,730. Unless somebody just got born over the last night and then it's more. So, what does Australia Day mean to me as an ambassador? Well, I get to have a very special day meeting new Australians who are becoming citizens and welcome them to this warm and lovely country. I usually give them a hug because I'm a hugger. And hopefully I give them some good memories too. Now on Australia Day, I usually get a good meal and spend the afternoon playing some kind of sport like cricket and footy. Okay, that's a lie. To tell the truth, it's Australia Day and I have to tell the truth after all. Today will be the first and only day that I will partake in a game of cricket. But not only am I going to play it, I have no idea how to play this game. I have no idea what the rules are. So let's just say I won't be giving up my day job to get a gig in the baggy green. On a serious kind of note, I've lived overseas at different times of my life. Yet I always come back home. And when I say home, it's on this day that I really can't separate each state and territory, but I think of Australia as a complete island, the biggest island in the world. I think we island dwellers are some of the friendliest people to walk this big blue planet. And we have a great sense of humour and we don't tend to take ourselves too seriously. We're always there to help those in need, And there's a warm feeling when you're travelling and you meet someone who's from Australia and they call it home, and you think to yourself, they must have gotten that note, but they're not letting on. We live in the best country in the world. But shh, don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Happy Australia Day.